Hi there, and welcome to Film Focus. I'm John Stolarczyk, and this week we're going to take a look at Godzilla. Directed by British director Gareth Edwards, this is the first Godzilla film since the atrocious '98 version starring Matthew Broderick. The film opens 15 years ago in a Filipino mining facility where a giant skeleton and 2 eggs, one hatched, have been found. Concurrently, the Brodies, an American family living in Japan, are introduced. Parents Joe and Sandra, played by Bryan Cranston and Juliette Binoche, work at the local nuclear plant, and when Joe sends Sandra to check out some radiation readings, the plant explodes. Back in the present day, Joe's son Ford, played by Aaron Taylor Johnson, an officer in the Navy, returns from duty to his wife, played by the lovely Elizabeth Olsen, and son. He immediately is off to Japan, where his father has been trespassing in the former blast zone. Ford bails his dad out of prison, and they revisit the power plant, where the remaining egg hatches, killing Joe. Joe joins the effort to capture and kill these beasts, but during their journey, it is revealed one more monster exists. The alpha predator. It's Godzilla. Now the humans and Godzilla must fight back and restore order. This film is very much about humanity's relationship with nature. Edwards loves opening action sequences on shots of nature. At least 3 scenes are opened with animals standing in a peaceful vista until humans disturb them. This is telling of the film's message.
The arrogance of man is thinking nature is in our control, and not the other way around.
A scene over the Golden Gate Bridge brings to mind another nature and revolt picture, The Birds by Alfred Hitchcock. Hundreds of birds flock over a group of soldiers, and it's a legitimately tense moment. And similar to The Birds, Edwards decides to focus on humanity itself rather than the monsters overhead. In a bold move by Edwards, Godzilla is hardly seen for the first half of the film. There are multiple shots of FEMA disaster shelters, which is no accident by the way, that show harried-looking organizers and families running around. This is a marked difference from recent superhero films in which, though the main characters are ostensibly human, the relatability level is very low. It's also beautifully scored and shot. Alexandre Desplat uses a spare score using silence to underscore the gravity of tense moments, and Oscar-nominated Seamus McGarvey packs every shot. A chill-inducing paratrooping scene is a perfect scene of both's worth. The paratroopers streak red flares over brownish-gray clouds to a haunting chorus. However, the film suffers due to the acting of Aaron Taylor Johnson. Bryan Cranston, known for his role as Hal in Malcolm in the Middle, is great, but when he dies halfway in, the film is left to Taylor Johnson, who simply doesn't have it in him. And the film underuses the wickedly talented Oscar-nominated Sally Hawkins, who's reduced to an expository role. This is a film that does all the little things right, yet suffers from the casting, and it makes all the difference. I give this film 3 out of 4 Bryan Cranstons. Thanks for tuning in to another episode of Film Focus. I'll see you at the movies.